Hey guys, welcome to the girls. We're in a sweet spot today in the Lake Wallenpaupack area of the Poconos. We're at Penny Lane Candies, but not anything here is a penny anymore.
No,
right?
And look at me, the big reveal. Did you ever see a lollipop quite so large?
How many licks does it take to
Oh
finish
my
that
God,
lollipop?
I don't know, but
do you
it weighs
think?
about 3 pounds.
It's neat. Isn't this a cool little store?
I love it. It's so sweet, no pun intended. But anyhow, they have candy here, Janine, that I haven't seen since I was a kid. Now I'm probably going to start dating myself because they have the squirrels, the nut zippers, they call them.
Okay.
And they have the records of the licorice, the little round wheels of that, which I know Lori loves, Sammy's wife. And there are just so many things here. You could go through up and down every aisle.
And we did that
just
already
pick
before we
everything.
started taping. We were just so distracted when we got in here. But you walk in and you're just such a good mood. They have the older music playing.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
And you said they have some candy here that you haven't seen in a while. Some of the candy I never get to see because when I was growing up, somebody used to eat all the cherry flavored licorice and what else?
Oh, the jelly beans.
Which she already has a whole bag of.
Look, I'm all set and ready to go.
So
here.
don't ask to share because the answer is no. You're not allowed to touch those jelly beans.
Okay, when I would buy a
you.
bag of jelly beans, you never knew there were red ones because I used to take all the red ones out before I'd give them to you. So the red ones are mine, but you only got 4 or 5 in a bag.
Child abuse.
Now they have them that you could buy whatever color you want.
It's
a
so
whole
neat.
bag full.
I remember growing up when Sam and I used to ride the bus, we used to stop halfway to pick up or drop off the high school students. So we had about 15 minutes. That was a highlight of our morning. We would jump off the bus, we would run across the street, and we would go into a store similar to this in the Hazleton area, and we would hand in our pennies and we would get our cherry flavored licorice and our other favorites like
Root beer barrels.
the root beer
Yeah,
barrels.
those
The
are a
root beer
favorite
barrels.
too.
And again, they have other things here which are so neat.
Bonnemo's Turkish taffy. You had some people would either smack it and break it up, or you'd put it in between your hand and let it get real soft so you could stretch it.
Yeah.
Now if I put it in, I probably wouldn't have any teeth left when I pull all my teeth out. But yeah, all the greats are here. So you never outgrow this.
No,
You notice.
never. It brings you right back to your childhood. Yeah. So some of these kids are missing out on today's great candies, but they could come here and they could enjoy a thing of the past, some candy, and there are other memorabilia here too that are for sale. You can check out the website. And this building dates back. There's a lot of history that we're putting up on the screen for you. It dates back many, many years. So there's a lot of history in this building. Today we're going around the northern part of the Poconos and we are going to take a view of Lake Wallenpaupack.
Did you see the size of that one jawbreaker?
No. All right, well, while you do that, we're going to take a break, and when we come back,
Let's see, there's a
we
bigger
have
mouth.
more here at Lake Wallenpaupack, the Lake Wallenpaupack area of northern Poconos. Stay with us on The Girls.
Supersized.
Well, we had fun at the candy store, and now we are here at the dock on Wallenpaupack at Silver Birches, and it's a beautiful view of the lake. And we have a very special guest with us, don't we?
Yes, we do. And in addition to being on a beautiful dock, we have a beautiful fireplace behind
do.
us. So no matter what the weather is, you could come here and enjoy it, right? All right, so without further ado,
We have David
David
Good with
Good.
us.
Hi there.
Hi there. Well, thanks for having us. I saw, when you and I first met, we talked about some of the amazing things that happened in Pennsylvania, specifically here in northeastern Pennsylvania. And you actually, your background is you have an online place where people can go and find out about what there is to do in northeastern Pennsylvania.
Yes, we have a website called visitpoconos.com and poconobusinessjournal.com where we promote the area events, lodging attractions, things to do. We have a great team of writers and contributors who are writing articles, and they're writing about the area history, they're writing about the places to stay and things to do in the area, and they're contributing each month. So it's almost like an online magazine where people can go and kind of learn about the area and what to do either in a day or a couple days.
Well, the Poconos is a big area. We are from the southern end of the Poconos. We've never been up here. Well, I shouldn't say never, but it's been quite some time since
You
we've
were
been
here
up
when you were a
the
kid.
northern
We came up here to
part of the Poconos.
to some of the places when you were kids. And so it's great, though, that you have that magazine to sort of let people narrow down because there are so many places to go. So why don't you mention some of the highlights of the places where they can visit if they do go?
Well, one of the beautiful places is right here on Lake Wallenpaupack, northern Pocono Mountains, where the Lake Wallenpaupack is one of the largest man-made lakes here in eastern part of Pennsylvania. It's 13 miles long with a shoreline of 52 miles. So it's a pretty big lake, and it's used for recreation. It's also used to generate power, but a lot of people like to use it for fishing and boating and hiking around different parts of the lake.
And northeastern Pennsylvania, known for the great outdoors and so much things to do. The Wally Lake Fest is like the big event that happens in August.
Yes.
Correct? So tell us about that.
So that's scheduled this year for August 25th through the 27th, and there will be entertainment throughout the region. There'll be boating. There'll be vendors in the area. You can come and do a little bit of shopping, and just kind of, it's almost like a huge festival for people to come and kind of enjoy, get out for a day or two and see what there is in the area.
So are these events for kids too? Are they kid friendly? Are they dog friendly? What kind of events do you have? And then can you come for a day or do you have to really stay?
But you can come for a day, but if you stay, then you could really take advantage of the time. You enjoy the evening entertainment as well as the activities throughout the day. It's geared for kids and families and people really of all ages.
And this Wally Lake Fest, this is pretty much like the big celebration at the end of the summer before the kids go back to school.
Yes.
So
yes,
it's really exciting around here.
And I'm sure you have people who come here year after year and your crowd just gets bigger and bigger. Have you ever had like a guest book, or do you know where people are coming from as you're talking and mingling with them? How far from beyond the area do you think they travel?
They come from all different states around. New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, New England, DC, Maryland, Ohio, all over the place. They come.
I know people are always amazed if we go on vacation anywhere and they say, well, you live in a vacation spot. You know, you live in the Poconos. There's so many things to do in the Poconos. In the wintertime, there's skiing. In the summertime, you have all the water, all the great sports. And the outdoors. What else do you have for outdoors?
Well, it's a four-season destination. In the wintertime, you have ice fishing on the lake. You have ski resorts in the area. There's, you can go hiking, cross-country skiing, and snowshoeing in the wintertime. In the summertime, on the lake, you can rent kayaks and canoes and boats. You can rent bikes and go bike riding. You can go on different excursions in the area. For example, we have the train excursion. That starts in Honesdale and goes to Hawley and then to Lackawaxen and back. So the train excursions is a very popular thing for people to do when they're up in the area.
I bet you that's fabulous in the fall with all the fall foliage.
It's very, very nice. They increase the number of trips during the fall because it is so popular.
Now you have the local music festivals that are very popular as well.
In Honesdale, we have the Honesdale Roots and Rhythm free music festival, and each year they bring in bands from all over that perform in the park, in Central Park in Honesdale, and they have bands throughout the town, and they have events on Friday night as well as all throughout Saturday during the Honesdale Roots and Rhythm, and that's a free event.
So you have something from morning till night.
Yes.
And there's always something new to see here, I feel. There's always something new going on.
Yeah, there's always new development and new shops opening and new entertainment coming into the area.
And it's a historic town too, because a lot of the things that we visited, like for instance Penny Lane, the Penny candy store that we were at today, it's a historic building. So when people come here, they can learn about the area as well. There's just so many beautiful things to see.
It is. It's a very historic region. Honesdale is the birthplace of the American Railroad. The very first train steam engine on tracks was in Honesdale, and so that's the birthplace of the American Railroad. There's a train museum there where you can go and you can learn about where the train came from and its purpose in the region. Honesdale is also the start of the canal, where they would put the coal in the canal on the canal boats, and it would travel 99 miles to market. And so we have remnants of the canal for you to learn about that. We have a lock house where you can learn about how the lock house system played a part back in those times. The region was very popular with glass cutters, cut glass. So again, there's a lot of history in the region.
You get to take a step back in time, and of course the generation of today, everything is technological, so we're able to see how things were done by hand and some of the things that still stand.
Absolutely.
Now, you took me of a tour of that area. It kind of reminded me of Jim Thorpe, and we talked about that.
Yeah, because Jim Thorpe has the old canal, and they have the old lock system, and they brought the canal, they brought the coal and the gravity railroad from Wilkes-Barre and Pittston down through the Lehigh into Jim Thorpe and into Allentown to market, whereas here in the north, the coal came from Carbondale, Forest City, Scranton area over the mountain through on our gravity railroad down to Honesdale. Then it was loaded onto the canal boats, and then again it went 99 miles to market from there. And then eventually the train came along, and they built the train along the canal, which helped bring the coal to market. But at one time, Honesdale had the largest stockpile of coal in the world.
Wow. Very informative. You've been here how long? How long have you lived here?
I've lived in the Poconos now just over 25 years.
So you know a thing or two about this area.
What's your favorite thing to do here?
I like going hiking with the kids. Hiking and fishing and biking. There's endless amount of trails and lakes and streams, and we also do a lot of geocaching with the kids.
Geocaching, that's great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
The kids love that too, even the big kids, right?
It's like a big scavenger hunt. It doesn't cost anything.
Exactly.
So the kids, they love it.
Yes.
It's almost like they're on an Easter egg hunt when we're going out doing the geocache. So, and I don't know if you know, you can get the geocache app on your phone,
Yes.
and then you check in all the different places. But there's caches all over the place. You'd be amazed
Very good.
where they are.
Well, we are amazed by being here and in this area, and we have a lot of fun other activities to tell you about. There are many, many, many things to do in northeastern Pennsylvania, right?
That's right, so stay with us. When we come back, we're going to learn more about Lake Wallenpaupack and northern Poconos.
Welcome back to the girls. We're in the northern Pocono mountain area, and we're at the dock on Wallenpaupack.
For some of you watching out there, the area that we're in is not far from the original Woodstock, isn't it?
It's about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half away.
far.
That's up in Bethel, New York, or Bethel Woods, New York. And there's a lot of attractions between here and there, but that's, some people like to go up there and check out the original location of Woodstock.
Well, you have your own music festivals here as well.
We do. We have, we have the Honesdale Roots and Rhythm Festival. We have the Waystock Music Festival in Waymart, Pennsylvania, and then we have the Milford Music Festival in Milford, Pennsylvania.
A lot of stuff going on. The Lackawanna Sanctuary.
Lackawanna Sanctuary is a beautiful natural place around the lake, on the other side of the lake from here. It's one of the only glacier enclosed lakes in the region. They use it for study. A lot of schools go there and study the environment, study the lake, the environment around the lake and in the lake. And they have nature trails as well. And they have environmental programs throughout the summer and into the fall, where even kids can go and learn about nature and just how special Lackawanna Sanctuary is.
So do they have field trips where teachers come and take their kids on these
They
trails?
do, yes. I've been there with my son with his Cub Scout group. I know the area schools, they'll take kids there and learn about the nature and just how special that place is.
What about the county fair? Because I know something big happened last year at the Wayne County Fair, so tell us about that.
Well, at the Wayne County Fair here in Honesdale, Pennsylvania, we had the incredible kid.
He was so funny too. What was he? Absolutely. What was this word? What was this
Apparently,
word? Oh,
apparently.
I know it. Apparently he was so dramatic, and that happened where there was like an interview taken with him at the fair with I believe one of the regional TV stations.
Yeah, Channel 16 interviewed him, and he kept saying apparently this and that, and
He
that
went on
clip,
Ellen,
that
right?
clip went viral, and the number of people that saw it, the number of people that came to the fair just skyrocketed.
Really?
So it really helped put Wayne County Fair on the map a little
That's
bit.
great. And now he has his own TV show.
Now he has his own TV show with
Kids
Ellen.
TV show, he's a judge.
We'll have to get him on our show, right?
Apparently, we might have to.
Apparently, I thought he said absolute, but it was apparently. So we have,
absolutely said apparently.
and then you have the Southern Wayne County Fair coming up, right?
The Sterling Green
Okay,
Dryer.
that's in August as well.
Yes,
Okay.
just before school gets back into session.
So what do you enjoy the most as far as what kind of fairs are there? And like, I know for our fairs, like we have Fun Fest, and that's more of like a homecoming for everyone. They go and they enjoy different kinds of foods and talk about when they were in high school. It's more like a reunion. But your fair might be a little different, where you're involving other people from outside of the area.
Well, our fairs, you can go and watch demolition derby.
Oh, okay.
You can watch truck pulls, tractor pulls, monster trucks, country singers. Every year we get a big name, either country singer or entertainer, come and perform at the Wayne County Fair. And then you have the exhibits where you can go and see the animals, the vegetables, the crafts. People love to submit photos to be judged and vegetables from their garden or farm. So people have a good time. And then the food, the funnel cakes and the fries and a lot of that stuff you can't get during other parts of the year. So people love to go to the fair just for the food.
And of course, doing all these activities and going to all the exhibits and seeing the arts and crafts vendors, you could buy some great things as keepsakes. You could buy, do they have a lot of artists here that are sitting by the lake? I would imagine painting and doing things too, because the area is so beautiful to see.
Yeah, in the towns, there's the downtowns of Hawley and Honesdale. They have fall foliage days where they'll have vendors come out and you can walk the streets, and again, you can enjoy the food. You can experience and purchase crafts from the local artists. And so again, they do that in Honesdale, they do that in Hawley. We also have art galleries. We have wineries. We have
wineries, Janine. That's right up your
You
alley.
had me at wine. All right, and you also have Claws and Paws Animal Park. We didn't cover that yet.
Yeah, Claws and Paws is on 590. You can go and see the wild animals. The kids love going there and seeing the reptiles, the snakes, the tigers, the monkeys, like all the different types of wild animals that normally you would have to go to a big city
To a big
to see those types of animals. We have them right here in northern Poconos.
So there's something for every age. There's something for every day of the week, every night of the week. There's something to do, or you could be a spectator. You can observe from your easy chair. You could get on a bike. You could go get physically involved in it. And then when you're all done, you want to eat. So where we're sitting is great. We're Dine on the Dock.
Dine on the Dock here at Silver Birches. You can go to the Settlers Inn in Hawley or the Ledges Hotel in Hawley. All great places to dine.
Let's talk about this a little bit.
Okay.
Silver Birches.
Everything's sort of casual too because you're outdoors a lot.
I love that.
So you're laid back, you're casual, you're relaxed. The kids are learning, they don't even realize it. Because I know when we took you kids to a lot of things like the animal places, you do remember all that, and we have a lot of fun memories that are made, with the family. There's not too many so much family time because the kids are always with their technology. So they could take some beautiful pictures, but yet still learn something.
Yes, absolutely. You could create so many memories and moments right here around the lake or during dining or all the activities.
And you don't need to travel very far, Janine. We're
No,
talking
we're
about
really
trying
close.
to stay in Pennsylvania,
Yes, my
trying to
goal
get
for
to
the
know our
summer.
own state. Sometimes when you live in something, you really don't appreciate it. You think, oh, it'll always be there. It'll always be there. Well, guess what? Come and
Enjoy
see it because it is here now. But who knows with Mother Nature how it changes and how beautiful this lake is. And it's a man-made lake. Like you said, one of the big attractions here is how big it is. The shoreline is, what, 700 feet?
It's 52 miles shoreline, and it's 13 miles long.
That's
So
amazing.
It's a pretty
So
big lake.
It's a pretty
a
big
walk,
lake, and
yeah.
it looks beautiful in any season. But I did want to point out again your website, because you can go there and you can get all this information on any of these events, because people like to research, and if they are staying overnight, there are many places to stay. Silver Birches Resort is a vintage lakefront resort offering rooms, cottages, suites, and vacation homes, all on the water. So we wanted to give Silver Birches a
Did
plug.
that just come right off the top of your
And
head?
thank them and Sarah here for having us in and putting us in front of the beautiful fireplace.
It's so
and
cozy. How about the
being
drink?
cozy here on the dock.
Yeah, and how about this drink? What's the name of the drink? You have a special drink for us here tonight. And this is called the
Yeah, Pack Punch.
Paw Pack Punch.
Yeah.
And does it really pack a punch?
It can pack
See,
a
that's
punch.
why we didn't drink it yet till the end of the show. We had so much fun. Now we're going to do a little partying, I think, after the show. What do you
Right, we're
think?
gonna dine on the dock.
Dine on the dock. Well, thank you so much
Cheers.
for having us, and thank you, Northern Pocono Mountain Area, for having the girls here. We had a great time.
That's right, we did, and we're gonna have some more good times.
All right. Check us out on the app, SSP TV, or check us out online, ssptv.com. We'll see you next time.